Well, hello everybody. This is 4th grade Excel lesson number 107. We're going to be dividing decimal numbers by a whole number. Dividing decimals by a whole number. Whole new idea here, except if you know how to do division, it's not going to really be that hard. When the dividend is a decimal number, this is the dividend right here. The placement of the digits in the quotient is very important. It's always been important in order to have the decimal in the correct place. The decimal in the quotient should be directly above where it is in the dividend when you are dividing by a whole number. What that's telling you is that this decimal point is going to go straight up above it. Keep it in the same spot. All right. Check each division problem with multiplication. The number of decimal places in the product should be the same as the number of decimal places in the problem. Do not put a decimal in the partial products. So you're not going to put decimals down here. Well, actually, that's not what it's talking about. It's talking about, it's not. There's not an example to show you right now. But let's go ahead and get started on this, okay? The first sample problem, 2 into 15 goes 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. 15 minus 14, or you can put 14.00. And then 7 times 2 is, 15 minus 14 is 1. And then we have 6 and we've got 8 down in there. I like to put the 8 down there. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. And then 8 times 2 is 16. When you subtract, you just get the 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Decimal point in there, 7.84. And then you multiply it back out to see if you are right. All right, here's the next problem. Copy this one down. Put a 4 as the divisor. And your dividend is going to be 2.54. 4.8. There we go. Okay, hopefully you can write neater than me. I'm writing with my big fat finger. Solve number 2, and then turn the video back on when you've done it. So what you should have done here is put 4 into 25. That goes 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. You can fill in the zeros there. And then 8 minus nothing is 8, 4, and 1. Now we're going to do 14 divided by 4, which is 3. 3 times 4 is 12, or 120 in that situation. And then we subtract and get 8 and 2. And then 4 times 7 is 28. 28, subtract, get 0. Now, where does the decimal point go in our answer? It goes straight up from where it's located here. Another way of thinking of this is you're dividing 2 by 4. Does 4 go into 2? It doesn't. It doesn't even go in 1 time, because 1 times 4 is 4. So the answer has to be less than 1. And 0.637 is less than 1. So that makes sense. And we check it by doing I hope you already did this, 6.3, if not, pause the video. 0.637 times 4. 7 times 4 is 28, regroup with the 2. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14, regroup with the 1. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1 is 25. And put the decimal point right in there because there are 3 decimal places in the problem and 3 in the answer. And again, what's 4? 0.637 is pretty close to a half. Do you recognize that? Because 0.5 is a half, and this is 0.637. So my answer is going to be about half times 4. What's half of 4? Half of 4 is 2. So if I put a decimal point right there after the 2, I get an answer that's close to 2.548. All right, the next one is 6 as the divisor, and the dividend is going to be 444. 0.444. Okay, give that one a shot. Pause the video and then turn it back on when you're done. Here we go. 6 goes into 4. Nope, it doesn't go into 4. So what I have to do here is put the decimal point and put a 0. Ooh, that's hard. Did you do that? You got to hold that empty place with a 0. 6 goes into 44 7 times, because 7 times 6 is 42, or 420. And when I subtract, I get 24. 6 goes into 24 4 times, and that is 24, and I get 0. So let's check it here. 0.074 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. Regroup with the 2. 7 times 6 is 42, plus 2 is 44. Notice there's 3 spots past the decimal in the problem, so there has to be 3 spots past the decimal point in the answer. And 0.444 matches up with the dividend there. Okay, the last one right here is going to be 3 for the divisor and 1.26 as the dividend. Pause the video and try it. Okay, got to put that decimal point right there. 3 goes into 12 4 times. That's 12. Subtract and get 6. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. And now we're going to do 42 hundredths times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 3 is 12. And notice there's 2 spots after the decimal here. 2 spots after the decimal in the answer, 1.26. All right, pause the video and try these 3 problems and see if the check answer can add up for you. Should have already done all 3 problems before you watch me do it here. 5 goes into, oh, got to get that decimal point right up there. Whew. Okay, it's hard for me to write a decimal point with my finger. 5 times 3 is 15, or 150. Subtract and get 25. 5 times 5 is 25. Nothing left. 12 into 84, decimal point. 12 does not go into 8. Ooh, I bet some of you got faked out by that, huh? Got to put that 0 in there. 12 times 7 is 84, and you get 0. So 0.07. 3 goes into 21 7 times, and you get nothing left over. So 0.7, or you can put a 0 right there, 0.70. And then to check it, we're going to do 0.35. Oh, close that. Okay, 0.35, 0.07, and 0.70. 5 plus 7 is 12. Regroup with the 1. 3 plus 7 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. Bring that decimal point straight down. 1.12 matches up. I did it. Did you do it?